So, how are you out there? Are you fine? I hope that everything is going well for you and that you are heading in the right direction, that you've got your plans and you are implementing them, basically. Now, the reason for this short audio is that I need to give you some information. And the first thing that I want to say is thank you. I want to say a big thank you to everybody who has tuned in and listened to everything that has been posted recently. Now, regarding those posts, as some of you will know, maybe many of you, maybe all of you, there is a information war on the conscious spirit of humanity, and that's why I do this. I do this to highlight and point out what is going on, because sometimes if people don't tell you or show you, you don't know. You can come to your own conclusions and find things out for yourself. There's sort of an inner voice that guides everybody, but it usually helps when we have a teacher or tutor or mentor around about us. And so, I don't know how to put this, but YouTube has been slowly deleting my videos, and the pace of this has increased. I try to vary the content that I put out to just show that life is not just one thing in one place. There's a whole variety of wonderful things that people can do and get on with in life. And I also sort of thought that I might be able to escape some of the universal AI algorithms that YouTube have by really varying the content and not just putting out things on one theme. This appears to have not worked. I perhaps overestimated my own ability and underestimated the power of the technology. Although if you know my work, you know that I understand how powerful the technology is. And I've been hoping recently that the human innate biological God-given technology would be enough for us to navigate some of these problems that are sort of faced by what I would describe as Western Christian society. But at the moment it's not the case. And so I've been watching my content get deleted and removed from various internet platforms, specifically YouTube, Facebook, also some Google posts, some Instagram posts, and some Twitter posts have also been limited. And so I know there's other alternative platforms out there. There's Gab, there's Parler, there's that Russian one that escapes me at the moment. It's a platform that lots of people are on. There's also Frank Speech, and there's Brighteon Social, and I know there's other video platforms as well. Brighteon's got videos, and Band.video is pretty good, and then there's Rumble and BitChute. So there are other platforms, and it's probably necessary to migrate to these other platforms. However, therein lies the problem, that it's the same problem that exists on Facebook, which is that you sort of migrate to people who have the same perspective or opinion as you, and then you just end up in an echo chamber where you agree with most people and they agree with you, and you wonder why the world doesn't see everything your way. And that's not such a good thing. And so we need to constantly be challenging ourselves by exploring the ideas and opinions presented by others. It also strengthens us. You have to sharpen your sword on the hardest stones. So these are some of the problems that I've been facing recently, and the most recent example was a series of presentations that I worked very hard on called The Satanic Plan, where I tried to lay out the social elements of what is happening culturally, and this just wasn't accepted by the digital establishment. And I'm not the first. In fact, I'm probably way down the bottom of the list, almost near the last, because most everybody that I find interesting and that I follow has been eliminated from the major digital platforms. And it's a worrying sign. It's something we need to be aware of. I don't think we should force people to change, but I think if you advertise yourself as an open digital commons, you should allow a broad spectrum of opinions, especially if that's where people's attention is going to be focused. And so I'm now faced with this rather awkward and tricky situation, which is, after having built up a large volume of media over several years, and having had well over a million views of my content, which you can argue that's not a lot in the grand scheme of things, but you can also argue that one is better than none, and that everybody doing their own little job, everybody chipping in with what they can, is going to make a difference at the end of the day to the future we have and the quality of our world. And so, what to do, how to get around this, how to navigate, how to solve. It's really hard, and I don't have a magic formula. I don't have a great answer. I think there's, in life, only trial and error. We do what we can, and we observe the results, and we decide what to do next. And so that's the point at which I'm at. If there is someone listening at that, stumbling over my words, if there is someone listening out there who does have solutions, everybody thinks they know the answer, right? Then, drop me a line, let me know. If you want to get involved in any of the projects that are going on, drop me a line, let me know. If you've got suggestions for improvements, drop me a line, let me know. Because it's working together, I think, that will make a big difference at the end of the day. One strong man is a strong man, but he can probably easily be overpowered by 100 weak men. We've all seen those zombie movies, right? You wonder how much of that is fantasy and how much is predictive programming. But there you go. Right? It's an interesting world out there, and there's much for everybody to get on with and do. So I will leave it at that and say thank you very much for all your support and all your help, and we will see which direction we go in, because it's a journey together, and we will see what happens. So interesting times, and I think they're going to get more interesting as we journey through this period of history. That's it. Thank you so much. Peace and love be with you always. And we're approaching sort of the Christmas time. So, don't get caught up in the madness and the rush. Take some time to breathe step back and, take care of your own heart. There we go. Have a good one.